Hello, anyone who's joining me today. This is Jewelry Talk, Susan Lenart, and Jewelry Talk is all about the other side of jewelry, looking at it holistically. Hi, you guys, nice to see you. You know, it really is about jewelry, but looking at it holistically. It's like I come from a place of being an artist, so I bring in not just technique, but I bring in design and layering and, you know, really how it's worn, how to get there, all the little finesse. And it's kind of just like a little addition onto intentional metalsmithing, which is my course. Hi, you guys. Thank you for joining me today. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's quite a few people on here that I am loving seeing your jewelry work. Oh my gosh, it's so nice to see your guys' work come up, but also I follow you on your site and it's just so beautiful to see like your branding coming together, and maybe it was there before, but oh my gosh, you guys. So a lot of people here today, I'm so grateful. For me, it's like what I'm realizing lately is, oh, thank you for the heart. What I'm realizing is how great, oh, thank you. I have to, the black jacket, my waiter's jacket. I'm realizing like how fabulous this is that we have our group, and I'm talking to Unfolding a little bit later today, but it's like it makes me so excited that we have a group that we really are about supporting each other as women. You know, I realized like I was out in California a few weeks ago and I was talking to this other really young girl who does these type of ceremonies that are all about empowering women and supporting women. And it's like, I have said it before, but I grew up with 9 women in my household. There was 9 of us in a 2-flat on the south side of Chicago. And it's like, I just really learned the beauty of being a woman. You know, I think I was probably maybe a little bit more masculine, a go-getter, like masculine brain kind of thinking. And it's like, you know, to be able to honor myself as a woman with the masculine feminine. It doesn't mean that we can't be strong. Like women are stronger than most men, you know that? And it's like the power of women, the power of creativity, the power of being an artist and having your freedom, you know, all of that. Hi, you guys. So nice to see you. I'll show you guys some new work that is making me excited. This is with the new gems. Did you guys all get your new gems? People who ordered them? It was really, really fun to get these out the door. Oh my gosh, and to get them in the door. Strong women are masculine and feminine. It's like, it's both of them. Hello, nice to see you. You know, and it's like for me, I'm embracing both sides. I used to think, you know, in like things in a marriage and, you know, to be a woman in a marriage, it's like what I realize is we really have to be so strong. So, you know, one of the things I think I've been thinking about, you guys, hi, Christina's here. Nice to see you. Oh my gosh. Always makes me so happy to see Christina. She is my right-hand woman, and she is one of those super smart people behind the scenes, you know? So I love that. Well, even in front of the scenes, you guys know. But when I was just in California, I was just out there. What was my trade? Oh, I was thinking about, you know, I'm taking a Kundalini yoga teacher training, and I'm showing a lot of introduction to creativity, or not introduction to creativity. I'm teaching a course called Unfolding. As many of you guys are in there, each month, it's a monthly membership on creativity. But the thing that I love about it that just occurred to me today is that I am bringing in energy work and spirituality, not fluffy. We're not running away from the world. You know, it's like one of the things I realized is that, you know, to be a creative, I used to be such a creative and I was up here, and it's hard to function in the world. I love the idea that there's so many powerful women that I've met through the years, and it's like, you know, and most, you know, some of you guys really know this, but it's like to show grounding, and for me to ground every day. You know, it's like I want to be a creative, but I want to be powerful too. I want to be strong. I want to have strength. I want to have ideas. It doesn't mean to be an artist that I have to have my head in the clouds. You know what I mean? So I'm super excited about that. And so rooted work is women's work. I love that, Emma. Oh my gosh. I am going to see Emma in Mexico. So I think I still have a couple seats open in Mexico. I always like to ask my groups first, like this group here and my unfolding group. There's a couple more spots open. I just opened it last week. It's a really amazing private group. And we're really going to be unfolding a lot this year and learning creativity, learning new techniques and creativity. But how did you guys do with your gems? I saw all the gems. I was super excited about these shapes getting in, for what I have on my mind. So this is kind of the beginning of some of my building. This is some of the beginning. Look at these. It's like more about yourself when you start looking at the stones that you're building with, right, guys? Green, which is heart, and the deep reds, which are the root chakra. Isn't that crazy? It's exactly what I've been working on lately. There's the green amethyst. I was so excited to get those green amethysts. So, oh my gosh, you can be creative and practical and tend to our business ambitions too. Lesson I am still learning. Absolutely. So, it's like, look, we are creatives. People used to think in the 60s and 70s that, you're either an artist, and what do you have business having children when you're an artist, right? But being an artist and being a creative, it's just showing how to ground at the end of the day so you can get back in and see your children and be in charge of your household. So I can be in charge of my business, and so I can build my business and still be a creative, How about that combination? So, it's something that I have worked on for years and years, and many people have known me through my company Ice Resin, my company Industrial Chic. Well, I was just the designer for Industrial Chic, but so it's been really interesting. I've learned so many lessons the hard way, some lessons the easy way, some lessons with flow, some lessons with energy, and I'm sure you guys have too, but it's pretty cool. So, what I wanted to talk about today that I'll get into a little bit is my gems. So I've had time to be in my studio. Right brain, left brain, that's right. I've had time to be in my studio, and I just love that I've had this creative time. It really opens up my world. It makes me feel good. When I get too bogged down in the world, with stuff, it's always nice to do that clearing and get back in front of my studio, and I always feel nice and calm. And then I even feel better when I can wear my jewelry. It's very grounding, my gems, my jewelry, the things that are me. So when I get a little off balance, I can pull out my pieces and have a part of me, wear a part of me that brings back my energy and makes me stronger. Does that make sense? Okay, so I want to talk to you guys about a couple things today. One of them, I want to talk to you guys about, there's a lot of layering of jewelry that we're going to see, that we're seeing, chain, silver work, like a lot of layers, right? Oh my gosh, I already love, I'm looking at this right now, and I love these 2 layers. Sometimes it's tiny ones that are in. I love layering rings on here, balancing it out with what's on. This almost could be tipped to the other side of, I don't think it's tipped to the other side of too much. Do you guys? I didn't wear earrings, see? So I can wear all this. But what I wanted to first talk about was like silhouettes and how to make your pieces reasonable, how to make them functional. Did you guys like that length? I loved that length. So, I've got it clicked. I've got it attached to the wrong place. Sorry, guys. Let me get this fixed. So I'm going to show you guys this piece close up just to think about in your work. You see how many links I put on here to make it sit nice and flat. This is actually a double chain for 2 different reasons. One, because the pendant is bigger, I really needed a little bit more bulk going on here, so it's things that you want to think about. There's a lot of negative and positive space, so it really works well with the negative positive chain. Oh, thank you. I really do love the layer. So, one of the reasons that I do this double is you want to think about this also. It's nice to have versatile pieces. I liked that length there. Here I opened up the lobster claw because that holds on the best. And now I've got a super long piece. So I could actually get in here and wear my piece this way. So, when you're building your pieces, you have all ages that are gonna love wearing your jewelry. For me, it's like, all right, I don't have the best neck. I kind of like it when sometimes I'll do it super tight, where it's right up here on my neck, and then hey, it pulls it all together, guys. And sometimes I'll put it lower, longer. So you really want to make sure with just like a couple changes. It's just really in the back, a lobster claw hanging off of the back piece here, and I'm just going to bring it around so you can wear it long, you could wear it short. So it's always good to keep these type of things in mind when you're getting your pieces together. What else did I have here? So when you're getting your pieces together, you want to keep them versatile. I also have, do I have versatile here? Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have been so excited about building this chain. Don't you, it's like with chain so popular, this is one of these big like Oaxacan pieces that I built it, but it's, like the Oaxacan crosses. I feel like this is really a piece for the wall with light behind it hanging off of one of these structures like this. These are some of the wrought iron structures that hang on the wall. You put a piece like this hanging up there. I know Barbara has a few, some people have a few, and it sits off the wall, and then you get shadow, and you get movement, with shadow on your wall. So it's like, in thinking about our jewelry in multiple ways, also like the lengths that we want to wear them, but also, with stands and hanging away from the wall. You could also put some of those hooks, just those C hooks on your wall and hang a piece, if you didn't want to go all out investing in something like that. But this actually is, look, back to the fringe. I'm so excited to have a lot of this fringe back and movement. And you guys can recognize this is actually a piece that's in the wire chapter that I show. It's just expanded a little bit more. So this piece here, I really want to, did I actually make this one a little bit more? Yes, this one is versatile. So this piece, I have a lobster claw here, and you literally can hook it anywhere you want to. If I wanted to do this as a choker, this can be done as a choker. I love chokers, but I know a lot of people love a big shape like this, nice and long, So it's really thinking about the silhouettes when you're building your pieces. And I've had some time, curly hair, right? It gets stuck. Let's see where I'm at. Oh, it's really stuck. Oops. Next course from Susan. Sterling silver jewelry is art decor. For real, you guys. Oh my gosh. It really is, should be, It's like, I think, it's been exciting to see there's a lot of artists that are in the class, who, for me, it's like, I'd love to put something like this farther off the wall, maybe where the wind blows. This is 3 different bracelets that have the fringe on them. And it's like, why wouldn't you, want some, I hang them all over my studio while I'm waiting. I put them over by my shrine. I have them in places so I can, for one, as we're doing unfolding, for one, we're getting this beautiful energy onto our pieces from the studio when I light my incense, when I clear, so it's like your pieces, when you hold them for a little bit, when you wear them, you're filling them with vibrations, on top of the gems that are here and your techniques too. And here's one more using the gems. So this one's pretty exciting. Another thing I want to talk about, you guys. So in talking about this piece here, when you're getting these gems in, these are the gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous gems that I've had on my site. I had to, of course, hold a few of them for myself. I can't wait to work with this one. This one might be on my plate today. And this one's going to be pretty exciting too, But, okay, so when you're working with these, that have a little height to them, they have some height to them. You're going to see they have some height. Like, there we go. That has some height. Have you guys, so if you're working with gems with height, I'm actually showing a little bit of it in this next month for unfolding. I'm super excited about it, but I'm not going to talk about that today. I have a meeting with my group a little bit later. But, you know, I just wanted to talk about, you guys, when you see this piece here, you can see, you know, this piece was a good, you know, my hezonite, it wasn't up too high. I actually used a bezel wire that was serrated, and it's 3/4 of an inch in length. Oh my gosh, I don't know what that says, but it really is beautiful. Okay, yeah, I do have new components coming in, yes. And here's a serrated one. This one works for a lot of the gems. And if you guys want to know how to test the height on there to see if it's going to work, there's different sizes. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am so excited about, you know, like this one actually has a nice height to it. You flip it over flat and you could see if it's going to work. Now, you have two choices. One, you could use this bezel wire, but what you'd have to do is cut out the back, which is definitely an option. See these, they have the backs cut out. If you cut out the back large enough, if you guys were here, you would see that you can actually nestle a little bit of that rose cut into the open space. So now your bezel is like 1/4 inch shorter, you know, so you can still use that bezel wire. So that's some of the choices that you have. And if you don't know what I'm talking about with bezel making, I think all you guys do. So, you know, there's a couple choices you could make in doing your bezel wire. Maybe I'll do some demos and stick them up here during the week too, since I'm in here working with these. It'd be fun. Another thing you can do, like, so that's what I did for this one. I cut out the back. I'll show you guys the back of mine. There's so many people that always ask. I love doing the backs like this. Makes it nice and sturdy. See my square wire in there? See my label, Susan Leonard is in there, my square wire. It just gives me, for a ring, you know, depending on where you're wearing a piece on your body, I want to make sure that none of this bends. I've got a lot of room here and a lot coming out, so I want to make sure that my ends don't bend. It could crack my stone. Demos, yeah, okay. Well, you know what? You guys are going to see the next version in Unfolding is really exciting. So I'm excited about it the whole month. So, and that's coming up in a couple days. So the next thing you can do is, if you guys were in, you know, one of my favorite chapters is Bezels Expanded. And in Bezels Expanded, I show you guys how to attach two bezels together. So that's this one here. I actually have a 3/4 plain bezel attached to some filigree. Let me see if I have that filigree here. Attached to filigree bezel wire on top. So here's your choices, you guys. Here is a 1/2 inch. I certainly have used this before. Like for this piece here, I've used this. You can see I've attached 1/2 inch to my bezel wire. I know, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. You know what, I really spend the month just inside of the next talisman word, really making it powerful. So when you guys step in, I feel like it's ready, you know? Okay, so here's one 1/2. I actually love this. This is actually a 1/4 inch bezel wire. This is, my gosh, here's 1/8, and this one is, I think this one is 3/8 here. This width. This is like a fine silver, super thin. So I want to tell you guys, did you guys ever notice when you go up to order your bezel wire, you have a choice between like 0.20 or 0.80? So 2.0 is going to be thicker. I love this thicker, even if it's a fine silver. This one has a little bit, it's like more of a heavier gauge. And this is a thinner gauge that's real bendable. So when I'm doing a piece like this, I don't need a real bendable wire down here because I'm attaching a fine silver bezel wire to the top of it, you know, or your, you know, any type of a bezel wire to the top that's fine silver. So if you're attaching something like these two together, this is a super thick bezel wire. This is going to be easier to solder with. I can go in and hit it with the torch over and over again. So that's just a little bit on how to get there, you know, how to get there with your bezel wire using Bezels Expanded. Go back into some of those intentional metalsmithing. It's always there, like as your reference, you know, and to get your gems nice and set. So this, I had to wear this to sleep last night. You know, when you come up with a new combo that I've been really excited about doing. So I sat there last night relaxing and writing and reading, and I'm just looking at my ring, you know? And then, you know, so anyways, it's interesting. So, you know, with the gems, you also want to think about, I'm just so much into the gems again. Last year, I did a program that was about making your surface look beautiful without the gems. But I'm like, I just love, the vibrations of these gems in my work. The crystal carrot. I love that. Okay. So you guys, I have not all my lights turned on. My bench is a mess. You know, when you're in here doing, you sleep with your jewelry on. Just think of the vibrations that you give yourself, you know? It's like, oh my gosh, I love it. I feel, you know, you really want to wear your jewelry to make you feel beautiful. Fox Metal Art, nice to see you. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is a local metal studio, silversmithing studio, who are so amazing. So they're here in Cleveland. So if anyone's out in Cleveland, they really have really cool classes and beautiful jewelry there too. Oh my gosh. Ooh, there is some Spanish spoken here. Oh my gosh. Hi. So nice. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love, this really makes me so happy to like see everyone, meet with everyone, just connect. I really look forward to these days. I really look forward a little bit later on today. I have my unfolding, and it's a really special group to me. It's a book. Ooh, I should also let you know. So this is Unfolding, that a lot of people are in. It actually is about building your creativity. So, you know, that came from, for me, it's like for so many years, I went in and taught projects. You know, when you're teaching projects, it's like it doesn't give people a chance. You want me to take it off? Okay, and I'll show you my bracelet. It doesn't give people a chance. I'm going to have a photo up here soon. It doesn't give people a chance to really do the fun part of it, which is, okay, you guys, talk about gems, right? My piece of my hair is stuck in there. I've got a good photo going on here today. I feel amazing. I just wore this out the other day. So, you know, for me, it's like I just wanted, you know, these vibrant, I had gotten in all of these rose cut that are just so amazing. And look, remember how I talked about being able to adjust it? I love wearing this as a choker, but it's heavy enough and balanced enough that I could wear it long. I could even put an extension on here and wear it longer, you know? Oh my gosh. If you had on like a V-neck, or if you had on a round collar, you might want to put it lower. I mean, thank you. I actually made one for me, but I have one going up on the sale, for the sale. Oh, I'm having a jewelry. I'm selling jewelry. I've been in here doing so much. I'm having so much fun. But at the end of May, so I'll have that. And then I did a bracelet too. So I did one for me and one for, you know, and also it's like, look, this is this chain. This is also this version of the chain. Taking my jewelry off, guys. I'm just in love with the unevenness. These tiny little, okay, so you guys know this technique, and then look, just one little charm on here, right? We all need one little purple, gorgeous, centered third eye charm. But okay, so this is in chapter on wire, which is chapter 3, or wait, 1, 2. This is on 2, which is all about wire. And what I liked, you know, I talk about taking your work, jewelry sale is May 27th. So I talk about just taking your work 1 inch closer all the time. And it's like, see these teeny tiny ones? I was so excited about these teeny tiny ones in conjunction with the bigger ones, you know? So I just went small scale, and I actually did soldering instead. I did soldering. So this one too, it's like you want to be able to hook this whether you have small or large wrists, So I'm just having fun. Do I clear my jewelry stones? Oh my gosh, I so clear the jewelry stones. I get the stones in and one of the things when I met my my guy who cuts stones, and he's in India, and he cuts so beautifully. But one of the things that I noticed from him is that he had a shining, vibrant light. So I was like, I made a point that I want to do business only with people who are who can shine that light. You know what I mean? I've worked too many times. This time in business, I'm making choices to do business, and I won't do business with negative, like if someone has a negative vibration or I feel a negativity, I'm just really trying to only bring in the positive. In my company that I'm building, it's like I want to bring in all of this work to help women grow, empower women. It's just, that's my mission. I grew up with 9 women. I talk about that a lot. So I'm being very, very careful and turning things down, very, very careful. Oh, so, for me, it's like I get my gems in and I sleep with them on the side of my bed, I just love the gems that I get in. And then when I do my jewelry, I show in unfolding how I charge. And I'm going to always continue to show charging. I show how I take light, put it into my space. I'm actually having to build this area over here more so with light because it's a new space that came in. So I'm all about the gems and the vibrations. And like I was saying, it's like these 2 colors here, the green and the red, I just picked those, the green amethyst, I was excited. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, that's exactly the 2 areas that I'm really working with is, of course the root, oh my gosh, for the grounding, I talk about as creatives, we really need to make sure that we're grounded too, so I'm showing ways that I use to create businesses, to create jewelry, to create concepts, to create a line of jewelry, to create length and like getting closer by finding who you are, what you're about, and really just choosing those shapes and colors. And I'm bringing it in your face every month, and one of my favorite things about unfolding, and I'll say this as one of the last, hi Celia and Cecilia, what I love is that each month, this is the most powerful. It's like each month I choose a talisman word to be within. I love these talisman words. So for me, I've been in this talisman word that you guys will see. It's a surprise for next month. And, it's a talisman word. And the whole month, a group of us focus within a talisman word that is, this month that we're just leaving is the art of alignment and balance, which was all about art and alignment and balance. And, it's like I'm going to ask people to check in today. Where are you on that step? Where are you here? The next month we have a really cool word, and I've been in that all month. So I kind of open up a space, and it's the vibration of a group. And I noticed vibration of a group from all my years of traveling and teaching and getting within, there definitely is a vibration in a group. And it's like with all of us in the group, whether it's only 2 times that month or 100 times that month, focusing on the talisman, it brings power to this word and helps bring all of us up the ladder. So this is experimental. I'm super excited about it. I'm really excited about last month. I've been in this for a month. So for me, it's like I spend the whole month in this particular talisman, and then I develop the technique from that. I develop the meditations. I develop the clearing, creative movements and bringing in, because actually this is a little bit about energies that, this course is all about me studying talisman when I was in my 20s all over the world, like universal language of symbolism and talisman and the vibration of talisman, the vibration of gems, the vibration of all of the unseen, and then being within a talisman, which I definitely used to build talisman jewelry from the time that I was in my 20s all the way up to a super commercial line, super successful, called Industrial Chic, that was all about talisman. You know, it's pretty cool. Hi, this is Unfolding. So this is a course on creativity. You know, it's like you guys we all used to do, we all have done, what is that creative? You know, it was for writers. It was an art book, you know, to open up your creativity. For me, this is the creativity course through, it's not yoga, it's more of like creative movement that you could do sitting down. We have my jeans on today and do some of it, but it's also, so it's about techniques, it's about meditations that bring you into this space, bring you into the talisman, bring us into this word. And for me, it's just ways that I have gotten to my own power and grounding and the talisman word. It's how I've gotten there. And some people are halfway there, some people are all the way there, some people are zero the way there, but with our group, we can move up at a quicker pace. And I've always noticed that teaching. So, all right, you guys, it is 12:30. I love you guys. The Artist Way was the other book. Thank you, Christina. So this is kind of, you know, it's not the Artist Way at all, but I remember studying the Artist Way. This is more about, it's online, it's about movement, it's the Artist Way though, but I call it unfolding because it really is a way to unfold, shed, get into your new space, you know, and I do that through Kundalini Yoga that I'm learning so much about. I do it through my studies on talisman. I do it through my studies of being a teacher my whole life in jewelry making. I do it through being a leader in building products in my field. I do it through being a creative person and inventing ideas my whole life, and you know, having a business at the same time. So it's like, how do you have the balance of left brain, right brain? So it's all of this that's encompassed in unfolding, and it's experimental, but it's pretty cool. Oh, excellent. Thank you. So you guys, a couple things to remind you. This Friday, I do have more gems on here. If anyone missed any of the colors, gems, I sell them for 3.7 carats, you know, a carat. $3.60 a carat, which is pretty awesome. And it's a pretty awesome price because I was off shopping and I saw some of the same gems for $40 a carat, you know? So it's like, my guy cuts beautifully and I work directly with him and he puts good energy in it. And then I want to remind anybody, if anyone is interested, pop onto my website, www.susanlenart.com, and go into in-person workshops. And I have in there my Mexico workshop. I just opened it up. There's a couple spots open. If anyone is interested, you could read the description, get a hold of Sam at the Hacienda. Everything is paid for in here. You guys get a nice surprise kit that I'm super excited about with it. You guys get a nice surprise kit, and you get your breakfast and lunch made. You get beautiful accommodations. You get 5 days of teaching. We swim, we drink tequila, we have fun, we build all night long if people want to, all of it. So, creativity in action, yes, except dinners and airfare is not included in Mexico. So check that out if anyone is thinking they want an in-person. I'm doing 2 in-person this year, 1 in Morocco, oops, sorry about that, and 1 in Mexico, oops, and Christina's there too. Bring your own tequila, Christina said. This is your 3rd year, or have you been there 2 or 3 years already? I think 3 years, Christina. And then, so she's coming again. So it'll be really fun. Oh my gosh. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of talking today. I'm going to see the unfolding people later on today. 3, Christina's been 3. So this is going to be her 4th year coming. We love it because it's like you could spread out, you could swim, you know, for me, it's like, I love time with women, you know, and the tequila out there is so good. There was, not last year, but the year before, almost everyone in the group was like, oh my God, this is so smooth. We have it for breakfast. But super good food. We have a chef who we love. So, all right, you guys, if anyone's interested, pop over this Friday. Also, I have, you know, my gem, there's going to be more gems up there. And I think that's it. Yeah, so if you can. Otherwise, you know what? It's, we have it, it's recorded for you guys, so don't worry. All right, you guys. Mwah. Thank you. I'm so excited about getting to my bench and building more and more and more. And you guys get to your bench too and have fun. Oh my gosh. Bye. Here's the jewelry to say goodbye. Jewelry to say goodbye.